What's up, y'all? We back at it with another episode of My Adventures with Superman. This time, season 3 and episode 2. And this episode had a lot to unpack. For one, we get introduced to, Metal Superman. Trying to think of the actual comic book name. It's been so long since I read the comic book with that version of Superman, but man, he is pretty impressive in this episode. Just the way he beats down this robot. Oh my gosh, made by the Tinkerer. I thought this was a pretty amazing episode, especially with the ending. The ending was really, really good in my opinion. Just the way he just handled this guy, the way he moves so fast and just, I don't know, it just kind of reminded me of, the Justice League movie and how Superman in that movie beat down, I can't even think of his name, Darkseid adopted son. And that's what this reminded me of right here. Just I don't know, it was brutal. But we had a lot of other things to unpack in this episode, but I will say this is the highlight of the episode, if you ask me. But we also had moments where they were pretty much Jimmy, in the Supergirl thing where, of course, Kara likes Jimmy. Jimmy likes her back, but he feels like there's a whole world that she hasn't explored yet. And I get where he's coming from. Part of me gets it, and then the other part of me is kind of like, hey, man, just go ahead and be with her. Let her make that up. But I get where he's coming from. He doesn't want to be guilty of denying her the ability to see the world, even though she may just want to see it with him, but that's all she knows and he wants her to know more. So I do get why Jimmy's being the way he is. You have that going on. Then you also got him writing comics, and it's crazy that he's writing his comics called The Adventures of Him with Superman. And you got it where he looks all buff and stuff on the screen, and Superman looks all scrawny, kind of like he does when he was in the version where he was raised up, where they had him trapped by the Red Sun. I think that's hilarious. And then you have Cat Grant running around trying to uncover the truth about Supergirl and Jimmy Olsen and their relationship together. And then you also got the guy they saved in the previous episode. I can't think of his name right here, which I think he might end up being like Bizarro in a way. I could be wrong. He may not be Bizarro, but that's the vibe I'm getting from him. And I think it's dope that you got people at this like Comic-Con event to celebrate Supergirl and Superman, and you got it where they're dressed up like the Teen Titans, as you can see Starfire, Beast Boy, and Raven right here, and he's dressed up as Superman. So, or Superboy, I guess, in this little picture right here, and I thought that was pretty cool as well. I wonder if they do exist in this universe for Superman. I'm very curious. Then you also have it where Superman's facing off against this girl right here, this villain. Her name is the Whip. Now I can't recall if she's actually from the comics or not. She seems very simple, but it looks as if she got whips that's made out of kryptonite. And you have it where she's trying to become the biggest hired gun in town. And of course, Superman doesn't really wanna fight her because she's not no big time villain. And you have it where she finds out that Superman does what he does for free, and she begins to fall in love with him. But you have it where Superman easily defeats her, and then you have it where, Kara is being interviewed, and she's like pretty much trying to meet the perfect mate because Jimmy turned her down, saying like, "Yo, you need to explore everything that's out there." And I imagine she's gonna say, "I've seen all this out there, but I want you, Jimmy Olsen." Something like that's gonna go down. Now I could be wrong, but all in all, really good episode. Love the stuff when we got introduced to the fake Superman, well, the robot Superman. That was pretty much the highlight of the episode for me. But I'm curious to know y'all thoughts on this one, and I'm curious what's gonna go down. Like, when are we gonna get introduced to Superboy? What's gonna happen with that like big version of Superman? What's gonna happen with Jimmy and Kara? There's a lot of questions I got answers for. Um, it's a lot of questions I need answers for. But let me know y'all thoughts down below, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, yo. Peace.